All right, Putin, we might have found your friend, the one you get jealous of. Let's put this on here. See that? See that jump right there? White feet? Son of a bitch. Damn it. He's eating ball right there. He's got the white front, the 4 white feet. He's looking around, you can see the white front. That's him. He's like a freaking 100% new. Jumped up there like nothing. Boom. 3 feet high. Boom. I've been running Spooky Remote on his blood supply, proven frequencies for healing. And knocking out, see the white front? I don't know if you can pick this up on the camera. He might be 100% okay. I thought maybe that was his offspring. I was like, how can he be so lively, so quick? I think that Spooky Remote is what freaking did this crap to this cat. Like I can't believe it. This guy was in a Hurt Locker Friday night. I don't believe it. This has got to be him. 4 white feet. It's like it's not a very clear picture. He's eating right now. His head's right by that white bowl, and he's good to go. It's got to be him. He's like freaking spry like a young cat. Man, I'm worried to death about this jerk. Where you at, you boo-boo? Hey. Okay, Putin. What do you think about that, huh? See how much I like you guys? Huh? Yeah. See how much I like you guys? He's fine. I was like going through this camera. What I did was, here, let me fast forward this thing a little bit. I don't know if he's picking up that good on this camera, but he's eating. It's right behind that like white box, whatever the hell it is. It's like you can't see all of them, but yeah, you can definitely see that's him. So yeah, the white, you can see the white in the front when he just lifted his head up. It's the same mannerisms too. He looks around and shit. The big head, 4 white feet. It's like there's like not a damn thing wrong with him. But you know, it could have possibly been, like I scraped up some of his blood. It was like pretty thick. And I put the blood sample in the Spooky Remote and I started running those frequencies for healing, regeneration, and also proven to knock out microbes, because I was thinking he had an infection or something from an abscess or bust open that wound. He's like good to go, man. He's eating. I think that's usually the bowl he eats out of. If it's up there, if it's on the El Camino, he eats out of that one. But I got the El Camino jacked up in the air. See him up there? He had to raise his head. He's got the white in the front. And I checked him when he jumped off. He's got 4 white feet. It's very hard to tell. And this might not come out good because it's a good picture of a picture, but that's got to be him. Holy smokes. But then I'm thinking, you know, if I didn't run that Spooky Remote, because you know what? That Spooky Remote, that was, there we go, see? See? White feet, front and back. That's him. That's, and a white, and there's only one cat like that. 4 white feet. Around here. If I didn't run that Spooky Remote, that Spooky Remote works pretty good with the fingernail clippings, but if you got like a big chunk of, I had a bunch of coagulated blood chips. Whoa, there he goes. He fell down. And he scraped them off the ground. It was thick with blood. Right? Yeah. Right? It was thick with blood. And I put those chips, I just took a piece of masking tape and I was scraping them up with a knife. They were like thick, an 1/8 inch thick. So yeah, he was hurt. Something happened to him really bad. All that blood popped out all at once. I don't know what the hell happened. So I figured if he had an infection, when I say with an abscess, if bops, I was looking it up. The one thing is infection. So I started running frequencies on Spooky that knock out microbes that are proven, that are like general frequencies that cats and humans. I don't know. But when you use the coagulated blood in that DNA holder, it works better than the fingernail clippings. Because it actually, you see, the blood itself would contain the microbes, right? So therefore, if you're putting the microbes in the frequencies, the microbes themselves in the frequency in the holder that subjects them to the frequencies, like I did that with the cat fleas one time, or 2 times actually. I put the fleas in there, and all the fleas that were close to that genome of fleas, and killed them, right? Now, if you put the blood sample where the blood burst forth from the abscess, where his wound was, it's not just treating the blood, but it's also getting at the microbes that are in the blood, which would be in his body. So this guy freaking seems like he's like a kitten. And don't tell me, I don't think he would have recovered like that. I can't believe it. I didn't think that was him. I saw something yesterday, a cat with a white foot jump up there, and I couldn't, what I did was I took that camera and I moved it around and I put better lighting out there so I could see better, and you probably can't see that good camera in a camera. And because I thought maybe that's another cat with a white foot. I couldn't really see it that good. That's him though. That's him. I looked at this a couple times. I was like, holy smokes. That's like a miraculous recovery. But I know cats recover, but I swear to God, I think that Spooky did a lot on him too. So, right, Mr. Putin? Your friend's still back. You're going to get jealous. And Gold Digger's going to get pissed off. But I'm glad he's back, man. He's a good freaking Confederate cat. He's still alive. I thought he was a goner for sure, man. There was so much blood there, you wouldn't believe it. It was like, when I scraped it up, it was about that thick. It was coming up in chips off the cardboard, which would have soaked into the cardboard. What the hell? I'm just like, I guess that was something burst open. But, when I put that, like I said, when I put that blood sample in the Spooky remote, it's not just the blood. It's also the microbes that are contained in that blood. So those microbes got treated with the frequencies. So any of the microbes that were in his body would have been closely related to the microbes that were in the blood sample that were in the Spooky remote, and it would have really clobbered them. That's the real way to knock out something really good. Blood samples don't last that long in that Spooky remote, but they last a few days. That's why I use the fingernail clippings. But if you're using a blood sample of something with the infection in it, and you run, I used what it was called. I used the healing stuff, and I also used a proven set of frequencies that were subjected to a bunch of tests besides what they had in the consolidated frequency list. It was a big long list. I'm still running it right now. That cat seems like I didn't think that was him. I was like, he freaking's more lively than he's ever been. I'm worried as shit about him, to tell you the truth. But don't think that, I might have been able to help him remotely. That might have been it. Because, like I said, again, it's not just the fingernail clippings that you put in the Spooky remote. That works, I think, a little bit. I don't think it works that strong. A blood sample is better. A fresh blood sample, which I had from his blood. But it was the blood sample that came out of the infected wound. So that means all those microbes were in that blood, which would have been subjected to the frequencies, and it would have went DNA remote, and it would have clobbered all the microbes in his body that were causing the infection in that area. So plus the there's like a special wave they developed with the human Earth frequency. I was running that on his blood too. God, he's like freaking. He bounced up there like one leap. I mean, he wasn't like I jumped on the bumper and used my hind. He just wham. He went like a kangaroo. So he's looking good. I'll tell you, man. I went from one thing to another. I was like sure he was dead, and I'm like, I can't believe it. I was 100% sure he was dead because of all that blood. This freaking looks like a damn kitten. And that's definitely him. I can't believe it. I just hope nothing goes wrong with him, man. He got me so damn worried, man. I'm gonna wind up bringing him inside one of these days permanently and never letting him out again. But I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't be fair to him. But anyway, over that.